All right, everybody. So this is the 2015 Ford Escape, and it's having the shifter problem. If you're having this shifting problem, you know what I'm talking about. It's locked into the park position and will not move. And if you're lucky, the car's registering it as neutral. So you'll be able to start and stop the car and everything, but you have to have your emergency brake on because it moves. Okay. Now, there's two things that I've learned so far about this issue. One is everybody is making the video where you pop this up, you put your hand right in here, and you pull up and it just pops loose. And they're making this video, and there's a little white lever right down in there. And when you pull up on that lever and squeeze the trigger on this device, on your shifter here, at the same time, it will move freely and you can shift it down. And by doing that, you're actually making you could be making the situation a little bit more complicated than it needs to be. When you do that, what'll happen is the car will go into sports mode, and then you will only be able to drive the car, and the car will want to drive forward. So when you start the car and let off the brake, it's going to want to go forward. And that's why you have to have this emergency brake on at all times while you're messing with this problem. But what you want to do is you kind of want to ignore that problem, because that's not where your issue probably is. And this won't be the same fix for every situation. But leaving it in the parked position right here, the next thing you want to check is this. No. There is, down inside here, let me get to the right spot here. There's a lever for your transmission, for your gears, okay? And bear with me, I'm gonna get this light fixed onto the right spot. Now what we wanna do is move this radiator hose out of the way. This is your feel for your transmission fluid, okay? Right next to it, if you can, this thing would just focus. There is trying to get the light on this thing so you can see it. Come on, baby, focus. There. All right, right there on that, there's a lever with a bolt right there. On the end of it's a little nipple looking thing, right? That lever is your transmission gearbox or whatever. And if you take that and turn it this way towards you at the front of the vehicle, it will go into park. The next thing that you'll find, right laying right next to it probably, is this little, see that silver arm with this little black piece on it? Right there, there's a hole. It's a bushing. That bushing has come off the end of that little nipple right there. And what you do is you just reach down there, grab it, put your hand on it, and pull it towards you. And you'll hear them clicks. And then what you do, make sure you've turned it all the way towards you as far as you can. And you'll see that it is now in park. It was saying neutral, but now it's in park. So that's your problem if you're experiencing this issue, is that that rod and the bushing has come loose from the transmission lever to change gears. So what'll need to happen is I'll have to go get a kit from AutoZone or something and put that bushing inside that thing and snap it back down on that arm. See how they're right beside each other right now? Just that little bushing that goes in the center of that black rubber piece right there, and then snap it back on that, and that'll be fixed. And that's what fixes the shifter problem in a 2015 Ford Escape. Now, I've noticed in reading articles and looking everything up that this also happens in other models of the Ford Fusion. So check if you got either one of those two vehicles and if you experienced this problem, check this issue out right here. And thanks everybody. I'm just trying to help save everybody some money. See y'all in the next video.